Welcome back to everybody's favorite game show. Use new Griamore. I don't know. People have been going crazy over this new Griamore, and I have him now. I'm going to build his Holy Relic because it doesn't cost the tokens or whatever, so I feel like I can get away with that. But yeah, everybody's going crazy about this Griamore, and I can understand why. He's kind of impressive in some ways. So if you don't know, basically he increases defense-related stat or defense by 20% for each buff on self. He has a buff card which can put at level 1 it's going to increase basic stats, so that's 3 buffs. At level 2 you get evasion, and level 3 you also get evasion, but you're just getting higher basic stats the higher the card goes. So potentially you can have up to 4 buffs, and then if you can get your ultimate off, it'll taunt and increase defense-related stats, so that's 2 more buffs, and the defense-related stats buff is obviously really good. But the whole reason why it works is because his attack card actually scales off of defense, so sort of like Naofumi and Raftalia do. So that is kind of why it all ends up working together. It's a detonate card, so if you can hit somebody with a higher, ult gauge, that's obviously better. His CC is bad. This CC is bad. These two CCs are bad because they all use defense scaling, so yeah, we're just gonna hop in. I've got evasion food on because I think that that's probably the safest bet. Yeah, we're gonna test him out, see how it goes. Alrighty, took quite a bit of loading here, so I'm assuming this is a real guy. Yeah, 203 KCC. That's definitely something. It's been a while since I've used Naofumi. Kind of feeling good about that. I do like Naofumi quite a bit. We did get the extra Griamore card, so we can potentially try to go for his ultimate, which would be really good if we actually want to showcase his damage. Okay, he's going to get close to... I don't know if we're going to actually be able to get the ultimate off at this point because of the Gother here. The attack seal actually isn't... Okay. Well, that actually works out really well, too. Completely forgot about that. Honestly, do you have Tarmia Link on him? You don't. Let's buff up, or stance up, sorry, and then we're going to go ahead and try to get... I don't know if we'll be able to get rid of Gother. I forget how good Raftalia does. I remember her being somewhat disappointing in some ways. Yeah, 50k is okay. Big crit here? No crit here. So, I think there's still potential. We can probably end up getting rid of Gother before he gets his ultimate, which would be really nice. We do get an extra stance card, which is really good. You definitely want stance cards. The biggest problem, I was really hoping this Griamore, because he fits onto this team, I was hoping he would have a stance card. Like, that would make it to where Raftalia wouldn't have to rely on just Naofumi, I guess. But, I mean, I don't hate the way that he works. He's actually a really cool unit so far. I can only imagine that he is going to end up putting quite a hefty AoE skill out there pretty soon. So let's do this. That should kill Gother. We can hope and pray that we don't get super smacked to the point of Griamore dying. He has Bon in the back. That's pretty normal, I guess. We don't have another stance at this point, so Griamore's probably going to end up taking a beating. I don't know if he is just waiting to get to Griamore. It kind of seems that way, if I'm being honest. Like, he's definitely holding on to some of his good cards. He has some level 3s. Okay, never mind. He's going all in right here. Ooh, we're tanking that quite well. Okay. The AoE. Okay, so you disabled yourself before you get the level 3 off right here. So, not really sure that was a great idea. That was a little bit of a blunder on his part, I gotta be honest. So I'm not going to be able to get the ultimate off just yet. Let me go for a buff skill. Let's try the detonate just like this. And then... Ooh, I don't know if Naofumi without the stand... we're going to go for it. I could go for Raftalia, but those are flood cards. She's kind of taken quite a bit of damage at this point. Okay, 88k is not terrible. I know that like you want to get his ultimate off before you really go hard with him. Okay, that didn't do nearly as much as I was hoping, so that kind of just ruins the whole thing. Like we're now dead. So I guess you can't win them all. But well, he's disabled, but I honestly think that he's still more than good enough to kill us here. So let's see it. Yeah. Now Alphamee survived though, and he didn't pop his res yet, so we could. There's potential for him to come back here, maybe. Because that doesn't. Well, does it kill me? Ooh, very close. All right. If I can get a good AoE card with him, that'd be great. But, I mean, I guess I could use the... Alright, that is very, very typical. Thank you for that. Honestly, he's still disabled on Escanor. Let's try to get rid of Liz, because she's kind of annoying. But more than likely, I've lost here, and I'm going to have to move on. If Griamore, or if Gilthunder didn't absolutely clog my hand up like he does every single time... Alright, that's embarrassing. Goodbye. Alrighty, pretty quick load in here, so I'm not sure what to expect. Okay, real person. Level 2 taunt is actually really, really nice, and we get an extra. I'm not sure... With him having this Gother, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get an ultimate off very easily. Really, really going for the Griamore here. Alright, I luckily survive. Unfortunately, he has AoE skills that are probably going to be very hard to deal with. So, I guess, let's do something like this to try to get a little bit of lifesteal on him if possible, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. 50k. It's not awful. I mean, you know, first turn is what it is. Okay, we get the same cards back pretty much, which is good. Disables my buff card, so that's kind of annoying. And he stole one of my buffs. I forgot about that with Rimuru. Yeah, see, he's super weak. That was with me running evasion food. I'm probably gonna try to swap to ult food soon, or not ult food, sorry, defense food, so that way we can, I don't know, try to get him to do a little bit more damage, or just help out the team in general, because it is kind of a defense team. But overall, I think it's going to be way too hard to actually get him to survive, like with a regular team. Like obviously, you've probably seen like the whales use him, and like oh my gosh, easy peasy, you can, you know, get his cards out and everything because you go first every time. But if you're not going first, which is going to be really hard with this team in general, it's probably not going to go as well as you would hope it would. So I mean, I'm not sure what to think here. Okay, he's getting rid of my ultimate move gauge, even though I don't have the ultimate yet. Okay, proccing the res. Actually, that gets rid of my debuff, so that's actually really nice for me. I'm not going to be able to get rid of that, unfortunately. Yeah, we're in a bad spot here. I mean, I have the cards that I can use to get to level, like, to my ultimate. But depending on his ultimate level with this Gother, I don't stand a chance really here. I should have attacked him last turn instead of Meli, because Meli he literally has so much lifesteal. He's gonna get whatever he uses, or he's gonna get whatever he's lost back pretty much like insanely easily. So that's kind of unfortunate. What am I looking at here? Do you delete my ults? Is the question. Ooh, barely surviving. He does. He deleted the whole hand, so... Oh, well. Moving on. We're going to go to the defense food, by the way. Alrighty. So if this one doesn't go well, I'm just going to move over to Geared PvP, because I'm assuming that's the only place I'm going to actually be able to use this character. Just this team in general has terrible, terrible stats. Or not stats, but, like, terrible CC. So I'm not going to be able to go first, which is kind of important if I'm going to be able to set up and have Griamore survive. Because at this point, everybody knows, like, everybody's seen those crazy videos where, you know, he does millions of damage and everything. So they're going to think he's the threat and try to go for him, which is understandable, because if he gets powered up, you don't want him to, you know, do that. But it just, it's not really working out for a regular player. So... okay, this guy's going for Raftalia. Kind of interesting, I guess. Let's go for... he also has red Tarmiel on the field, so that's going to make it to where I can't use my ultimate. So that's also really annoying. How long does this last? This lasts for 2 turns. I think at this point we buff up and maybe hit Margaret a little bit. The red Tarmiel on the field is actually going to hinder me a bit, because I'm not going to be able to purge that off in any way. I'm just going to have to wait. So that's not good. Do get an extra Griamore card, which is nice, I guess. She's getting max ultimate move gauge. So I'm interested to see if we can deal decent damage to her. But odds are low. And on top of that, if he has a 6/6 Margaret, it's going to be way worse, because he's going to disable us for 2 turns. What am I looking at here? Okay, so not 6/6. That's at least good. I think I can probably tank that. We're going to buff up and then use the level 2 detonate card here. So this is not necessarily like the best case scenario, but this is, I guess, best case scenario almost without... ooh, okay, 150. So you definitely want them to have higher ultimate move gauge. Like, that was actually pretty impressive. Okay, I'm not hating on that. I'm glad we at least get somewhat of a decent run in Ungeared before I move over to Geared. I liked that. That was, I mean, that was pretty fun. I'm not planning on building UR gear for him or anything. I'll probably just put my blue Tarmiel's gear on him, because it's already UR. I mean, it's already, I guess it'll technically be SSR for him, but it's already, you know, a full defense set and everything, and I'm not planning on using him on the team with him, so I'll just let him use it for the time being. Okay, so we've got another decent scenario here where we can try to kill him like that. I think we can get away with it too. I think that'll, I mean, we got type advantage here. Ooh, okay, well, not nearly as good. Gotta be honest, that was not great. If I would have used the Naofumi card first to damage him, I might have been able to get away with it. He has a detonate ultimate as well, so this is probably not going to go super good. But if we survive, I do have my ultimate, and I do have a buff card. Okay, we survive. He can't single target me. Does he Liz AoE is the question. Okay, he doesn't. Okay. We have probably the best case scenario we can ask for here. Let's go for the Griamore. So this is actually going to taunt as well. And then maybe... his taunt lasts for 4 turns? Yeah, 5 turns. Okay, and then this is going to last for 2 turns. I think we pop this, we evade the first attack. The rest of his attack shouldn't deal much damage. If possible, we need to get a stance card to do more damage and let them get more ultimate move gauge. And then we can try to hit him with the old 1-2 combo here. Okay, we do get a stance, which is great. We still only have 1 attack card. Liz is pretty hefty. Liz is a pretty tough character to beat through, so I'm interested to see if we can actually do that. Okay, there's the evasion from the buff card. Do I evade twice? I just have evasion on the whole time? Okay, I thought it was just like a 1-stack evasion. So that's nice. Okay, let's do this. Man, I mean, that was pretty cool, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah, once you get the ultimate off, he's slapping. Okay, well, Sariel now has his ultimate, so that's not good. I mean, it's not the worst, but... ooh, okay. Alright, I'm not I'm not gonna hate on that. That was pretty good. I gotta be honest. I was like, is this all just fluff? Like, is it just, something that, they're only the bigger accounts are gonna be able to get off? But I mean, I guess under certain circumstances, if you can actually get away with it and they don't target your Griamore and kill him, it seems like an actual viable strat in a way. Alrighty, so we're moved over to gear at this point, or geared at this point. We actually do LCC. The big disclaimer here is that I'm in Challenger, so more than likely all of these, are going to end up being bots, which is kind of annoying, but it might be the perfect chance I'll have to do some testing with the character, so I think we just use that to our advantage at the moment. Let's not attack Escanor if possible, because I don't want him to be doing crazy AoE damage to Griamore. That's actually really good turn 1. Forgot how good an alchemy is. And then boom, that kills. Great. We need to get Griamore cards so we can push an ultimate if possible. And okay, 1. I mean, it also merged, so that's actually like, I guess, worst case scenario, because then we only get 1 ultimate move gauge out of it, whereas we could have gotten 2 for moving it. But oh well, I guess. We do have another stance, so we can try to keep the heat off of him. But, he's already taken a little bit of a beating. Okay. Maybe well, I don't know. We could try to evade again. Into attack and debuff skills. Yeah, I mean, we could try to save the, try to save one of the Nalphamy stance cards for the moment. Try to get him closer to ultimate. Because at this point, I'm still not sure. Like, I thought this was only going to evade for 1 attack. Okay, it's going for him, so this misses because of the evasion. And then he keeps the evasion stack. That's so bizarre to me. That's so good. Like, it's crazy good, actually. Did it work like that the whole time? Did Aries work like that? Am I stupid? Like, it's been a really long time since I've used her in that capacity, but I don't remember it working for the whole turn. I thought it was just... Maybe I'm thinking of Summer Roxy. I guess I am. God, it's crazy. Either way, let's go for... I guess this. Unfortunately, I kind of have to do something. 208's not too bad there. This is probably going to kill Escanor and put him into final stand. No attack cards for Griamore is kind of unfortunate. I really just need to, at this point, get everything out of my hand, really. Because I'm going to be taunting with his ultimate, so I don't really have to worry about them doing too much damage to him or anything like that. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of Escanor. So let's taunt up. Let's use this and this. That way we clear a lot of hand space, and then we'll keep that level 3 in case we need it. So there's the defense-related stats. We have a single buff card, like a level 1 buff card in hand, which will definitely do for now. Attack card? No! I mean, they're so close to... Like, they have the most ultimate move gauge that I'm probably going to be able to get away with at the moment, so I think this one's going to end up kind of being a flop, because they literally just... I'm not getting the card that I need. They're going all AoE, too, so that's unfortunate. Ooh, okay. We survive. Yeah. Damn. I'm really sad, actually. That's kind of unfortunate. We have max stacks here. I don't know if this is going to kill or not, but this should deal pretty good damage. This thing actually slaps. Okay, yeah, I think we kill here. Actually, she has Tarmiel link on, so maybe not. Okay, we did get the attack card at this point, and we could merge for a level 2. She obviously has res, so maybe I stall for a turn or two, try to get rid of some of these cards in hand. Because I don't have a stance on either. So let's merge that. And and maybe just use these two, because I don't think, unless this insta-kills, oh it did, this should hopefully doesn't kill, okay, just barely. Can I get, she's probably not going to have great ultimate move gauge, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, there's not really anything I can do about that. Let's just buff up, hit her with it, and then get this over with. We'll move on. We'll try to see if we can get better circumstances or better card draw, I guess, in the next one. A 605, still great with only one ultimate move gauge. Really not bad at all. Alrighty. This guy's probably gonna out CC me. Okay, he doesn't. Kind of strange. Those are really high CC units. I guess, I mean, I was gonna say best case scenario, maybe we get like a bot, but we also get out CC'd, so we start with the extra ultimate move gauge, and then we could, if we pulled an extra Griamore card to start, that would be like insane turn 1. But I don't think we're gonna be able to get away with that, at least not in this video. I did already have a suggestion to use this Griamore with a different sort of setup. Basically just removing Nalphamy and replacing him, but we'll definitely try that as well, because it could be kind of interesting. But Nalphamy's honestly like a really good part of this team. Like, the fact that he tanks so well is like kind of the big kicker. I hate to merge all of these into a level 3, but that's going to be the best way I can get his ultimate off. Should we? I mean, we could just move cards, I guess. But I don't want him to take too much damage. Nah, screw it. We're gonna go for this. If we can survive this turn, taunt up, and then we can use the AoE or the single target detonate cards. Okay, this is not looking good. He's over here tanking. I don't think he survives this. No. Yeah, that's I guess to be expected. I think that's honestly the biggest issue, is that he's so squishy. I mean, not squishy. He's not that squishy, actually. He's actually tanking somewhat well, but the meta at the moment, I should say, is so like hard hitting, I guess, that it's gonna be insanely hard to have him survive any sort of like decent AoEs. All right, this feels like a big waste of a card, honestly, but oh well. Good thing about it is he doesn't actually die and lose his cards, so Meli wasn't going to be able to like merge or anything there, which was kind of nice. Gilthunder's already starting to take over the hand, as he does. He's quite the infection. I'm not going to have a stance card to go with this, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I think, honestly, we can get away with... We can probably kill... Like, this card does insane damage on its own. And then I think we go for the AoE here. We could have went for the ult, but my ult's only 1/6 with him. I think that the AoE is going to do more damage. And it's just going to be more beneficial, just in general. If we would have got lucky there and it would have killed him, we might have been able to kill both on the field. But, oh well. There's the main 2 threats down. She merged, so that's not good. Can we please get a stance? All right, thank you for nothing. Either way, I think we're going to call it there. That's very interesting. I was really wondering if he was going to work as well as you kind of see in other people's videos. Obviously, it's not going to be like an every time kind of thing. He's definitely going to take a beating in normal circumstances, I would say. But, you know, if you can get lucky enough to pull the cards you need to keep the heat off of him, then you should be in a decent spot if you can get him built up. But I don't think it's going to be a team that everybody can kind of get away with using. I don't think it's going to be something you're going to really be seeing in the meta unless people are just really hoping and just trying to get a decent, you know, I don't know, a decent hand with it. But I think it'll be pretty easy to shut down, because it's going to take one turn of them not pulling an Alpha Me card and like not having one in hand for you to just be able to get rid of Griamore, pretty much, because most teams in the meta right now that are going to be going up against it are probably going to be able to kill Griamore very easily. So I don't know, bit of a longer video because obviously the team's a little bit stally and everything, but I don't know, honestly it was super fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.